It's wonderful to have you back on our YouTube channel. My name is Gospel.
And my name is Amara.
So today we will continue with our previous discussion on single and waiting, how to find Mr. Right.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in the previous episode, we highlighted a couple of things. Yes, go on.
We talked about the fact that you need to be independent.
Yes.
We said you have to develop the right mindset about Mr. Right.
Yes.
We also said something about your appearance. You need to look the way you want to be addressed.
Exactly.
And then we talked about people person. You have
Yes.
to be a people person.
Yes. I think there was another thing we touched on as well. We talked about the fact that you have to have the right mindset.
Yes.
As well. So when you're going into a relationship with someone, you need to see a lot of value in yourself, and it's very important that you have a healthy self-image, a healthy self-esteem before you go into a relationship. Now, the first point we want to talk about today is you have to be authentic. We cannot stress this enough. A lot of people go into a relationship and they try to mask their real self, and we can totally understand why some people can do this.
Want to make an impression,
They maybe want to make an impression, or the fact that they've been in a previous relationship and they are careful about, stepping forward. So they want to first of all check this thing out. Is this gonna work out, or where is this going, kind of thing? But we say that you have to be your real self. It is very important because you cannot be overly concerned about what others think about you. And that is why it's very important that you get yourself right. You understand who you are. You understand your value. So that when you go into a relationship, you're not going to a relationship scared about, what would they think about me? Would they like this about me? Of course, you want to make a good impression. Don't get me wrong. Everybody goes into a relationship wanting to get a good impression, wanting to make a good impression. But it's very important that you be yourself in that relationship. If it's gonna stick with you, he's gonna stick with you for you. If it's not gonna stick with you, then that's totally fine.
Yeah, I want to say that Mr. Right is not going out to look for someone who would pretend to be someone else in order to attract him or to get his attention.
Yes.
Mr. Right is looking for someone who is genuine.
Yeah.
So don't pretend to create
impression,
a lifestyle that is not you just to get him. Remember, if he is married to you, if he eventually gets married to you,
yes,
he's not going to live with the
person who is trying to make an impression.
Fake you.
The fake you, the real you. Yes.
So be yourself and let people love you for who you are.
Yeah. Drawing from what you said, in fact, being authentic will in the end create an opportunity for a stable and intimate relationship with whoever you want to go into, and this relationship will be devoid of self-doubt. So know yourself, love yourself. This is the starting point of authenticity. So it's very important that you take on that.
Yeah, the next thing we want to look at is the fact that you have to be accepting.
Yeah.
One of the main put-offs for men is a woman who is very critical. Being negative and critical is not the same as providing constructive criticism. You can actually help someone to say, this thing you're doing it well in this aspect, but you can improve on the other aspect.
Yeah.
That's what constructive criticism is about.
Yeah.
But when you get involved in a relationship with a guy and you're so picky about everything, you're so critical of him, you bruise his ego and diminish his self-image, he would not stay with you, he will not stick with you, because no one likes any relationship or to be around someone who causes him or her emotional pain.
Yeah.
So you don't cause the person an impression of negativity which you send through criticism and all that. So be accepting, allow people to be who they are, to be free to relate with you, and you don't judge them before you even get to know them.
Yeah, but you just saying accepting doesn't mean that you should settle for anything.
Anything, yeah.
So we need to kind of put it out there. Yes, it is important that you are open enough, you are allow people, the chance to get to know them. Don't be too critical or of them. But even if you want to be critical, be more constructive in your criticism. However, do not settle for less just because you want to be in a relationship with Mr. Right.
Yes, but my point is that some people, they will just look at you and they say, no, I don't want this one.
Yeah.
They judge you before they even get to know you.
Yeah.
You know, you just say, no, I don't want this guy. I don't want the other guy.
Yeah.
You're putting a lot of people off
before
you even start a relationship.
So you're being picky.
Yes.
In terms
but
of.
if you are accepting, you allow them to come in first, you give them opportunity to reveal who they are, and you make your choice.
Yeah, based on that before you. Okay. Another point we want to touch on is develop a flexible attitude. One of the most important features that Mr. Right is looking for in a woman is flexibility and you having the ability to be teachable. The willingness to learn is a sign of humility, but being stuck in your way, it could be very difficult for someone to kind of tag along with you because you kind of like, I cannot change my mind, this is who I am, and sometimes might be considered a sign of arrogance.
Yes, like you're saying, most men, even me included, would not want to live with a woman who is difficult to get along with. If a woman is seen as stubborn and rigid, she does not want anyone to make input in her way of life or what she wants to do, then is a no-no for most men, including Mr. Right.
So it could be a put-off for anybody at all. So be teachable, be flexible. Life is progressive. We learn on the go. So there are a lot of things that you say, oh no, I cannot do this. I can't see myself doing it. But you never know, because in a relationship, you might need to adapt depending on the circumstances. So be open-minded.
Yes. To add to what you just said, I want to say that the willingness to learn is an important factor that can make any woman become better with time, no matter how crude, immature, incompetent she is.
Yeah.
As long as she is flexible, she is willing to adapt or change her ways, she'll be able to, improve, even within marriage.
Yes, absolutely. Flexible people adapt to change, and change is constant in any marital relationship.
Very important.